I would. Friend match. Apparently I don't have any friends. There we go.
Hey, dude. You at least have me.
There you go. That's all I need, man. All right,
Uh,
invited you.
excellent.
I am going to play a Skellige deck, and then for the purposes of this, I will try to describe the action. Which, if we were playing a real game, I would not be tipping my hand, but we will do this just for your benefit. And one day, on stream, we will have just a best of 5, go at it, have fun kind of match without the commentary.
Or maybe we can get Mojo in and he can do the commentary.
There you go. There you go.
Premium brand. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
This guy's serious.
Come on now. Skellige. Okay, so if you're looking at my hand at the start, I'm going against a Nilfgaard deck. I don't know what version of Nilfgaard he's running, so I'm gonna play my game. This is where if you're kind of like me and you like straightforward meat and potatoes, you're gonna do what you got to do. So we're gonna drop Morkvarg out because we're gonna get him through King Bran, so we don't need him in our hand. We definitely don't need 3 Clan Denim Pirates. They function as a discard and also as a deck thinning. So we're going to drop them, and it makes it very simple since that's our mulligan. I mean, there's certain cards we just don't need. And so then what we do is we wanted a ship in our hand. We did not get the ship. We also did not get a way of drawing said ship. So we're going to just go ahead and use old King Bran's ability. We're going to pop old Morky Mark out there. We're going to pop Ogeared out because they come back. And this Clan Dunham Raider is resurrect when discarded, much like Morkvarg. So basically what happens is instead of going to the graveyard, they're going to go right into the board you're about to see and give me a nice little tempo play of a total of, when it's all said and done, 8 points. But you'll see in my hand, I have a Clan Denim Pirate Captain. Now, my friend Codexel said it's one of the most underrated cards. So immediately after our broadcast, I built a deck, and it has given me great success. So they got 3 strength from those discards. So now there's 7 strength units.
So I just want to get some board presence. So I'm just going to play Emperor Brigade. That just basically screams to my opponent that I'm going to be playing some spies of some kind of description.
Yes. So I have a card in my hand that can counter that, and I'm not going to tell him what it is, but he could probably figure it out. But what we're going to do now is we are going to draw some cards. Now, at this point, we'd want a boat, which we don't have. We just drew one. So what we can do is we can go ahead and drop one of these guys because we need them late game, not necessarily right now. And we are going to drop one of her in there. And you see that he's still getting pumped up with all these discards. So this card's getting stronger here and in the graveyard.
So my hand texture, even though it's like fairly decent, actually, you know what? I'm gonna apply some pressure onto my opponent to react to me this turn because I don't like him just playing his plan. So let's just apply some pressure. So this Cow Carcass will, after 2 turns of my opponent having a chance to react, will kill itself and then kill the weakest units on that row. And since they're both 4s, this will just apply some tactical pressure that he has to deal with right now.
That's a very good play. But we have 2 turns to react to it. So even if we could answer this play, we don't necessarily have to answer it now. We can continue on with our game plan. If we have an answer for it, we can do it next turn. We are not in a rush, in other words.
All right. So one of the things that's really nice for me is that I've got this tactical pressure from the Cow Carcass, and his War Longship has taken the turn to set up. So if I disrupt that, I'll be ahead in points, and he has to deal with that, and he has to get points going. So I'm going to kill this off.
That was a good play. So now we have to answer this Cow Carcass, so we lose a lot of points. We do have an answer for it, so we're just going to go ahead and handcuff it. And what that does is it stops it from having the active effect. So we, in essence, just gain a point.
Well, technically you gain 9 because technically he's 7 because Morkvarg comes back, but you know what I mean. So I feel like I need more options now. So I've got 2 ways to acquire that. Either more run for playing one of the top 3 of my deck, or I can play one of my draws, which is double-edged, but gives me more options, which is pretty nice. Let's draw for more options.
Now, one of the things you want to keep track of is the card size. We're still at 8 cards apiece right now. We are down. We have to think, or you have to think as a player, your plays ahead of time. So if I were to just do a resurrect into a ship, that would give me just 5 points, which would put me at an 8-point disadvantage and a very bad position. Although I could catch it up because I am a discard deck, I could pound through. So you kind of got to play that out. If it does get out of hand and you feel like you're kind of screwed, you can always drop a spy and get out of it. But we're going to go ahead, because we have some ways of gaining points in a hurry, we're going to go ahead and bring this ship out because we can close this gap.
So at this point, I'm concerned that this basically means that he's got a lot more discards in his hand. I'm not in a terrible position. I could just pass. Like, he's already, like, 1 card down, and he could play another one to get ahead, which isn't terrible. At the same time, I don't want to give him the first round that easily. I mean, it's Skellige. He will get scarier. Let's use more run for options.
Now,
okay, that's what I was looking for. So I was fishing for one of my bronze spies because it synergizes with the Emperor Brigade. Let's keep fishing. And let's keep fishing. And let's finish off with an ambassador. Nice. That was kind of chain I was looking for.
Now, that was a great play. What he did, a lot of different subtle things he did right there is not every time he played a spy, it went ahead and pumped up this Imperial Brigade, which is a great play. Had he passed there, which he was saying, I would have run the round with 1 card. I would have played this Clandestine Pirate, which would have given me 5 and taken out 4 from him, which would have given me a 1-point win of the round. I'm still going to go ahead and play that because it still is a very powerful play from my side. We're going to chip down at his lead a little bit. At the same time, it's pumping up our card that he can't see in hand. So we're still in a strong position as we go.
So now I've gotten a bit of a tempo lead. I don't have to play something as high points as just now, which means that I can spend a turn disrupting his overall game plan. So I'm hoping he's not holding another Priestess of Freya in hand. So I'm going to hope that discards. Yep, that discards a Priestess of Freya, which, yeah, it gives him 2 points from the War Longship, but it will disrupt his resurrection plan later.
Now I have a tough decision to make. I'm down by 17. I have options to close the gap pretty effectively. Do I want to commit to winning this round, or do I want to try to steal it? He's putting a lot of power on the board right now. And I could give up the round and play Donner and draw a card and just kind of wait for the rounds. Or I could try to go for this round and try to take his wheels out. I'm going to go ahead and try to take his wheels out this round. I'm going to play Coral and knock that 18 down to 1. And see if that takes his soul out of it and wins the round for me.
Alright, that hurts. So I still want to go for this round, right? There's no way that I'm going to give up this round for such a cheap situation, and I've got a couple of considerations here. I could make a move that's both committal but gives away a bit of my hand, but gets me more power, or I could play something that's more double-edged, and I think I will play something that's committal that gives something away from my hand. So I'm going to kill off the one that's in the weather. Oh, crying out loud. So Roach jumps into the weather, so I'm going to kill that Roach off because you're useless. And, oh, that's nice. So that's much better. So let's send you to the bottom of your deck. Yeah, that, yeah.
Okay, so he got a really good draw off that. He got 11 points. That was basically a 22 point turn right there from using Vilgefortz to destroy a 1 card that wasn't even on the deck, which then summoned an 11 and a 3. So a 24 point play is hard to overcome. You're down 16 points at this point. Things aren't looking great. You're tied in card advantage. I have got some options. I am going to continue to try to play. So I'm playing a 12-point unit, and we'll see what he does. I won't tell him what my overall strategy is and see if we can catch him with something.
All right, so I'm going to, because I'm still ahead on points, I don't really care necessarily about points, so I'm going to lock this Morkvarg and just hurt his point potential later.
Now that hurt. That was not a good. Although we hadn't really got any clan Torshar Sealsmith to pump it up, you still don't want to lose Morkvarg. He's kind of your late power. We look into our graveyard to see if there's something good we can pull. Not really. We could technically. We do want to win this round because at this point he's at 4 cards. He's pretty much committed that I know that he's going to go in no matter what I do. So I want to kind of win this round. So I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of this card. I don't really need it anyway. 6 strength puts me ahead. And we're just going to try to bully him on this round and win it.
All right, I need to call more reinforcements. So here comes the key here. So that draws him his top bronze, and I get my hero power back. So it's a good trade. It's a good gold. Gold, you're going to see it in this kind of archetype a lot.
And I just went ahead and played that ship because the ship, if I have another card that discards in my hand, it'll be even more effective.
So I'm going to play more run. Yep, that was what I was looking for.
Now that was a great pull. So he's getting really good with this. All 4 of his gold cards have been used this round. He's hit me with everything he could possibly hit me with. We feel pretty good about this, honestly, going forward. So we're going to lose this round. That play pretty much sealed it for us. So we're going to go ahead and play Donner to get a card for next round. We definitely don't want that one because it will do us no good. And we're going to hopefully draw something better, and we kind of did.
All right, now I'm ahead enough on points, and if he's played a spy, that encourages me to pass, and I don't think he's going to beat me. I mean, he can commit all his cards if he wants to, but, you know, by all means. Nope.
Yeah, there's nothing. I had already, by playing Donner, I can see that I wasn't going to win this round. I need to think long term. I know Old Gear's going to come back into round 2, so I'll be ahead coming into round 2. It would be better if I had Morkvarg, but he was handcuffed. Yeah, Mythic said those chains rip Shifu. I'm not out of it yet, sir. It doesn't look good.
Important to look at your opponent's graveyard and think about the options and all that sort of stuff before you proceed. So let's just play my spy and figure out what's going on. Let's grab that. Sure, why not?
So he played a spy, which really sucks because what that does is I'm up 17-0, and you may think, wow, that's great, you should win. But I still have to play cards because he obviously has a lot of cards left. So what I'm going to do is play this. Old Geared will, unless he locks it, will come back for round 3, if there is a round 3. I need to plan for round 3, even if there isn't. So it makes Old Geared stronger going into the 3rd round.
So what's in his deck? He's played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 bronzes. So he's got lots of golds left as well. What can I do?
And I know that he's played all of his gold, so he has shot his load, so to speak, gold card wise, and I still have a lot of good cards left.
Let's put some bad cards back into your deck. How about that? Have fun with that.
All right, so we're still gonna, and this is where Skellige comes into what I love about it. Like, even though he's really kind of, his whole purpose is to draw resources. But our resources are pumping up cards for the 3rd round, so technically we're getting what we want out of it.
So I need to keep putting points on the board just to threaten him, and I want to burn out more of his cards and go for my own strategy. I'm a bit concerned about that Old Geared, but hey, what can I do about it?
So See, I'm in a tough situation. If you see my hand, there's a card I definitely want to keep that I'm highlighting for those in the viewing audience. Probably, oh, you can't see my hand anyway. I'm highlighting a card that I want to save, but I don't know that he would get much more value out of it. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. And we did get a card we wanted. We are going to drop this and this. We're going to go a gamble style.
Okay, so what did he discard? Oh, Last Wish. So a bit more. Why not? And finish up with this and threaten his back row, so that there's no way that he can pass, because like if he doesn't do anything about this, I'm threatening at least 13 power.
So what I have to do is I've got to go ahead and play that card to give him a 3, so he would take out Neneki, so I could possibly resurrect her. I'm going to use one of his cards for me.
Oh, if that had buffed the Sigdrifa, you would have been really sad.
Yes, I would have. And so he's going to probably pass here, I would think. No, he's going all in. Okay. I am going to assume that he won't be able to beat. I need a card in hand, and I can't play this card. I've got to hope he can't beat me here. If he does, God bless him, he won. But he's got to beat 18 points.
Alright, so let's have a look, huh? I think I need to just ensure that the quality of my draw next round is going to be better than this one. Or, I mean, yeah. I think I'd be very surprised if I managed to win now. Okay, let's just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 8. 14? 14's enough? Nope, 14 isn't enough. So let's play this on this. Right, because 14 wasn't enough. 6 plus 8 is 14.
So he has set himself up in a great position in round 3 with some 24 points ahead.
But you do have the... do have, of course, your 8.
What a bad draw. What a bad draw. Well, we gotta play it.
Oh, did not expect to get Roach back today.
That was an unfortunate draw.
You should have Geralt Igni, so I'm gonna pass.
Unfortunately, that draw.
Oh, okay, that wasn't Geralt Igni. I should have played the 6. Was that? Oh, you don't have Geralt Igni. Of course, you don't have any golds left. What am I talking about? Oh, you got Shackles back. I did throw Shackles back in your deck, though.
There you go. Very good. So that was a very good game. Good game, sir.
Good game. That was pretty intense.
It was good.
But, yeah, I really had to convert that decoy into a more useful thing than just decoying an Emperor Brigade in the last round.
And that's the flashiness of that Nilfgaard. He got some great chains, and got the right cards. It was very, very fortunate. Very, very good game. And he won. But my Skellige was the same. I was going to do the exact same combos. Every time I play is the exact same. It's straightforward, and I like it. Yeah,
that was a great game. I think it really demonstrated like both factions really well, like the Resurrections, the Discards, and like for Nilfgaard, like I mean my deck in particular, like that's something I've been working on too. That has a lot of emphasis on disrupting the opponent's plan, and I think that really got shown as well, like throwing useless cards back into your deck.
Yes, that was good. I had not come across that. They definitely put some crap back in my hand. And for Skellige, you really want to get Berna early. You definitely don't want to get her late because giving him 10 points at the end was crushing. So yeah, it's just really tough. You hopefully get Berna at the beginning, not at the end. Get her at the end, she could really come back and bite you, which she did.
Oh, but by the way, I put her at the bottom of your deck with Narcissus.
There you go. So there you go. For more disruption. So my game plan was successfully disrupted by Codexel all the way through because he knew what I was trying to do, knew exactly what I wanted to do, and he stopped it, which is the negative of having a deck that's so straightforward. So beautifully played.
Predictable. It's a very, very, very predictable archetype. That's one thing that's for sure.
Yes, it's as peanut butter and jelly as it gets, straight down the middle. Well, I think that does it for the show. That we are at our 1 o'clock stopping or 11 o'clock stopping point. I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Remember, tomorrow we are shoutcasting the Bowstring Tension Cup, brought to you by the good fellas and ladies of Coil Gaming. We'll be doing that on their Twitch site. I will be setting that out via Twitter and Discord, so everybody will know where we're going to be. We're doing a pregame show. Codexel and I, we're going to do the game, we're going to shoutcast, and we're going to do the postgame show for Coil Gaming, and they're going to put it on their YouTube site, and we're going to be the voice of Gwent for them, and I'm very excited about it.
You did not need to say the for them part with just the voice of Gwent.
Right, voice. Exactly.
Everything all right?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think we should do Codexel seriously. Is we should just play more. People really like that, and just showcase different decks. I think that's what we should do.
Yeah, I mean, I've got so many experimental decks on the go. I mean, not as many as King Blacktooth, that's for sure. I mean, I saw on stream and he had like over 60 decks, and I was like, dude, how do you even remember all these decks?
Wait,
I mean,
have you seen experimental?
Yeah, no,
you're talking to another experiment. Have you played any of my doo-doo decks?
No, I haven't got. I was watching your doo-doo video, and I was thinking about how to incorporate it because it feels effective, but
I changed it.
One-dimensional. Is there a way to like work in a like another kind of bamboozly thing going on? Because like if it's just doo-doo, doo-doo won't cover all the situations, right?
Yes, I changed.
Thing you can add.
You're right. I played it a lot, and I had to change quite a bit. Not quite a bit. I changed a lot of it to make it more competitive because people were, it was missing some things. But I would love to play you. Matter of fact, next time we play, I'm going to play you with my doo-doo decks. So I have 3 now. One for Soyatel. I have one for Northern Realms. And I'm just 2. I have those 2. Yeah, 2 Northern Realms versions. But anyway, awesome. Thank you everybody for watching. We will be making this into a podcast on Podbean. Thank you for all the people who have downloaded. Over 70 downloads, the most downloaded podcast in Gwent history. I love saying that. God, I love saying that.
Oh gosh.
I know.
Guinness are just going to be ridiculously inundated by you.
Yes. Well, they love me so. All right. So, Codexel, how would you like to sign off today, sir?
Same as always, guys. How about a game of Gwent? Catch you in a bit.
Have a good one, guys. Thank y'all for watching. It was an absolute pleasure to do this for y'all as always. Shifu the Card signing out. Codexel signing out. Gwent After Dark signing out. Tomorrow, the Bowstring Tension Cup.